Okay guys, welcome back to the farm. We got quite a few things going on today. The first of which is right behind me. See this long auger on the ground? We'll take a look at this really quick. So this this down pipe was off of our leg. You can see it up there. There's an open hole up there and it's supposed to come down to this bin right here. So we took it down because it was clogged up. And I can show you here. Oh, it's really hard to see. Let's go to the other side. So, I hope you guys can see that, but there's a rubber liner inside of this pipe that helps it last longer. We can actually take a look right here at the edge of the pipe. This is a rubber liner, and it's supposed to help. It does help the pipe last longer because it wears a lot slower than just steel would. But over time, see, this rubber liner will start to peel away from the wall, and what happens is you'll get a spot where the grain can get behind it, and it'll actually pull the liner off the wall. And what happened down there was exactly that. The liner pulled off the wall, caved in, and sealed that pipe shut. So we're going to go ahead and replace this pipe. Luckily we can reuse all of these struts and cables. Nothing is welded on, it's all bolted, so that should work out really well. Jake ran and got pipe this morning. He should be on his way back here soon, and that should be a project that we'll do tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get that far today because we got something else going on. And I got a new lens today too, so if you guys notice any quality difference, let me know. I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out. The second project that we got going on is down here. This is we call this bin 1. Not that it matters to you guys, but we got the unload auger here that feeds into a transfer auger that runs up here, and this transfer auger goes down into our U-trough, which is below that plywood, and that runs up our leg. So our problem was when we were unloading this bin, it was unloading really slow, and we knew that had something to do with the augers. So went ahead and I took all this apart yesterday and found that the end of this auger was completely wore. You can see this is the old auger here, how wore down that is compared to the new one. And that wear goes all the way back. You can see it's still wore back here even. So I went ahead and I found a scrap piece out back, twisted it on, clamped it all down, welded it solid all the way down to the end. So now we got a brand new auger on the very end, and it's not hardly wore at all back there. So we can shove that back together now, and that should be good. The stub shaft is in decent shape, so I'm not too worried about that. And then the transfer auger, which runs from the unload up to the U-trough, like I just told you, that also had a problem. You can see how it's cut off here. It used to run all the way up here. Well, the weld broke on that old auger flighting, and actually crunched up this auger, or this flighting, and peeled it all the way back to here. So that was junk. Went ahead and cut that off here and replaced all this back to here, welded it solid all the way down, so we shouldn't have any problems there, and this bin should unload really, really fast now. So we're gonna put this all back together, make sure everything runs, and then we got some hay to rake and some hay to bale. So let's get to it. So before I threw this in there, boss man told me to take it over to the MIG and run a bead around the outside of the flighting here, and that doubles the wall thickness and triples it in some places, depending on how the MIG worked out. But that should last quite a while now. We'll go ahead and slide this in there for now, and we'll button it up later. We gotta rake some hay, so let's do that. So yesterday I kind of jokingly said to Jake, you know, what if we hooked up your 4520 to the rake to rake this hay tomorrow? And he said that there's probably a more efficient way to rake hay. But I kind of took that as, yeah, John, go ahead. Use my tractor and rake hay. So I'm going to get the 4520 out, hook it up to the rake, and we're going to have some fun. Okay, it's a couple hours later, and we are finishing up this last field. Holes in the baler over there. He's on his last round right now, and we got the blue truck hooked up to the Landau, going 3 high on the back. I should have just enough room on the back yet to get the skid steer on there when I'm done. So we got a couple more bales out there to pick up, and once we're done with that, we'll head home. Okay, there it is. We are strapped down and ready to go. Home is about half mile away, so we'll get there and unload it all. We are unloaded. We got the Terex and the Deere back in here, and you can see all the way back there, we are full of hay. 4 high, in some places 5 high. And this is the most hay we've had in, oh, I don't know, a lot of years really. It's been quite a while since we've had this full of hay. And then there's a back part right over there, you can see that's also full. So I mentioned a couple of videos back, or it's been a while now, that we really cut down on our horse herd, and that's had an impact on how much hay we've been using. And we've got somewhere around 800 to 1,000 small squares in the new barn. So we've got hay for quite a while. So if you guys need hay, shoot us an email and we can work something out, because we've got plenty. So I know he was talking about selling some. I guess we're gonna take this truck back. I didn't do any filming of unloading just because it was dusty and dirty and it's just unloading. So we'll take this truck back, and Grandpa should be down at the dealership yet. We'll talk to him, and it's getting a little late, so I think we're gonna push this bin project to tomorrow. So what's the story on this one?
It's a pretty rare tractor, made in England.
Made in England?
Mm-hmm.
Really? And what year is it?
3208.
Or what year?
I think about a 79.
Okay.
I can check it out for you exactly, or you can check it out on your phone. Tractor Facts or whatever it is.
Well, that's going to be it for all of us, I guess. Grandpa's got, you probably saw a couple different tractors in that shed. Hoping maybe sometime soon, him and I are going to do a video on those 4-wheel drives. Maybe like I don't really know what to call it. Unstarted projects, or I don't know, 4-wheel drives we haven't started on. I don't know. There's like 10 of them in there that are somewhat rare, and they're going to be pretty cool when they're fixed up. So it'd be cool to show you guys around a little bit. You didn't see all of them, but we'll do that soon. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stick around for Sunday, I've got a really, really big video. I'm not going to say anything about it. If you guys get this video to 10 million likes, I will tell you what it is. Otherwise, you got to wait until Sunday. It's going to be really, really cool. Very excited. So stick around till then, and I'll see you in the next one.